The Wraths of Governor Claxon's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart, one deceitful decision at a time. From the moment of independence to the present, those in governance, past and present, have systematically undermined the potential of this country. Today, I invoke the prayer of Governor Claxon as a clarion call for divine justice upon those who have willfully contributed to the destruction of Sierra Leone. Governor Claxon's prayer. May those who pillage and plunder from the sweat of their brothers and sisters be cursed with the fruits of their own greed. May their wealth turn to ashes, their joy turn to mourning, and their peace be replaced with endless turmoil. Let their descendants inherit not riches, but the blood-stained misery they have sowed. And for every lie told, every opportunity squandered, and every trust betrayed, may their punishment be as endless as their deception. This prayer is a solemn and damning plea, one that seeks to lay bare the consequences of selfishness and betrayal. To the civil servants, political leaders, and accomplices who have undermined the development of Sierra Leone, heed these words, for the day of reckoning is upon you. There is no denying that many civil servants in Sierra Leone have operated under the weight of low wages. But let us not pretend that this justifies the greed, corruption, and sabotage that have marred the civil service. Too many have taken the state's resources for themselves, undermining national progress to secure a future only for their families. To you, Governor Claxon's prayer is not just a curse, it is your well-deserved punishment. How many times have we heard civil servants complain of low wages, only to see them manipulate the system for their own benefit? Instead of working to better the conditions of all Sierra Leoneans, they have chosen to engage in bribery, embezzlement, and deliberate inefficiency. To these men and women I say, may you reap the rewards of your bad work. The nation suffers because of your selfish desires. And it is time for the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayer to rain down upon you and your descendants yet unborn. May your ill-gotten gains be the very trouble that will deny you peace, not only in this life, but in the hereafter. No president, past or present, can escape the judgment embedded in Governor Claxon's prayer. From Sir Milton Margai to the present administration under Julius Maada Bio, each leader has played a role in either actively contributing to the downfall of Sierra Leone or passively allowing corruption to thrive. You who have ripped the nation's coffers for personal gain, you who have hoarded wealth while your people starve, may your unlawful deeds haunt you. To President Julius Maada Bio, I place you and your family under the weight of this prayer. The corruption, deception, and unholy alliances formed under your leadership have wreaked havoc on the very people you swore to protect. Your administration has presided over an era of broken promises and unmet expectations. The suffering of the Sierra Leonean people is undeniable, and for that, may the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayer be upon you. May the spoils you have ripped from the state's coffers become the very curse that brings endless trouble into your life and legacy. O Lord, I call upon you to answer Governor Claxon's prayer. Bring down your wrath not only upon President Julius Maada Bio and his cronies, but also upon every political figure and civil servant who has contributed to the destruction of this country. May their corruption lead them to their own demise, and may every deceitful action taken in the name of personal gain be met with divine punishment. The Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, and the All People's Congress, APC, have both had their time at the helm of this nation's leadership. Both parties in their various administrations have failed to prioritize the welfare of the people, choosing instead to line their pockets and those of their allies. To the accomplices within and beyond Sierra Leone who have helped to condone, protect, and propagate these destructive policies, I place you in the crosshairs of Governor Claxon's prayer. May you suffer the brunt of your bad work. For those who have turned a blind eye to the misdeeds of President Bio and his wife, for those who have remained silent as corruption flourished, may the Lord's wrath paralyze you. May it make you dumb, deaf, and blind. Mohamed Kane of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, ECSL, you and your accomplices have deceived the people of this nation. I pray that God deals with you in the most drastic way for the lies you have perpetuated. This nation has been plagued with unqualified individuals holding positions of power. From top government offices to foreign embassies, we have seen incompetence reign supreme. These individuals, appointed not for their skill or integrity, but for their political connections, have proven themselves incapable of steering the nation in the right direction. I ask God to send His fire upon every institution that harbors unqualified staff. May they be cast into the deepest hell, where they will no longer be able to wreak havoc on Sierra Leone's future. To our leaders, civil servants, and political opportunists, your time is running out. You have sowed the seeds of destruction in Sierra Leone, and the fruits of your labor will now return to you. O Lord, bring down your hammer upon every member of government who is not genuine. Strike them with the force of justice and let them know the true meaning of accountability. May Governor Claxon's prayer be answered in full. Punish those who have taken from the people, who have abused their positions of power, and who have used politics as a shield for their selfish deeds. May they suffer as the people of Sierra Leone have suffered, and may their punishment serve as a lesson to future generations, so that no one may ever again dare to destroy this country in the name of politics. Let the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayers be the eternal curse that haunts them, both in this life and beyond. Amen. A final plea to God. The Wraths of Governor Claxon's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart. One deceitful decision.
Mr. Minister, we understand, say, 21 sheep then come with res Nawataki. Is it true?
The Salone people them receive a gift from the people of China of res for the tune of about 1,114 metric tons of rice. This don't come for the past 3 years. The reason whether they come now for letting ghee for food for asset creation. What did that mean? If people then they make inland valley swamp, they give them food for work, now heavy work, then they plant cocoa. In the past 3 years, because we get the school feeding program, when our money we government they take for buy res, we can normally transfer this res we come immediately to MBSSC for let them put that in school feeding program. We do that under the same this year. This year also, because the Minister of Fisheries being closed the fishing period for a month, for the month of February, we promise artisanal fisher folks say and go support them, then also get 7,000 bags of res where the Ministry of Fisheries get for ghee to the fisher folks. So the rest we don't come, yes it come, now gifts we don't come for the past 3 years, and with the ghee we don't hand over, we can't go to cabinet approve for level support the work with the Minister of Fisheries. They do 7,000 bags they go for the fisher folks for we then be locked the season, and the rest they go for school feeding program to MBSSC.
Mr. Minister.
Good morning and welcome to the program where we call KOL RES. Right on, we are on YouTube and on Facebook, so we can discuss issues that happen inside the country. And of course, thing the way the paper them they pull out for the mornings. If it's just January, good morning. Hope so you get a wonderful night. If you plan for good sleep, hope so you get a wonderful day, and please get yourself a restful night. Okay. And please don't forget for like and share the program. If you're not subscribed yet, consider for do so before you go NSI. We'll go straight and begin look at what's in the front page of the different newspaper them get this morning. And the first one where we actually they start with this morning. Now the Heritage newspaper where say CSOs demand CSOs condemn for unrealistic and deceptive demand to add $25 to airline tickets. And you as well get youth demand impactful leadership and other story then for inside this edition of the Heritage newspaper. The Source newspaper say Michael Maria Valenti, the silent architect of Africa's geopolitical future, and President Mahama commits to strengthening bilateral relationship with Sierra Leone, an association of carbon conservation and reforestation launched. And you as well get other story for inside this edition of the Source newspaper. The Africa 24 newspaper, inflation is down at 13.8%, Finance Secretary confirms. APC grassroots hail Cheikuku, ECSL declares PCMP as social event monetized, public outcry in Tonkolili. And the Independent Observer newspaper say, Mr. President, can we talk part 122, social events no longer free in Tonkolili. And you as well get outcome of court-martial trials. The Premier News, government achieve revenue milestone, and you as well get 2 kids found dead in abandoned vehicle at school, and Balanta Academy pioneer contemporary dance in Sierra Leone, and Salok GM champions reforms to address housing benefit. We go to the Bold Times newspaper. Ghana's president commits to strengthen bilateral relationship with Sierra Leone, and chief minister calls for commemoration of Peace Week. SLPP calls for PPRC withdrawal from the conduct of the party's rerun elections. And the Camboy Times say SLPP suspends lower level elections. IG reinforces HEBO's justice reform campaign in the southeast. And the Body of Christ Sierra Leone praises IGP fire sale. We go to the next paper, we know the Gleaner newspaper. Dutch criminal Jos Lydeker's relationship with President Bio's daughter may prevent extradition. And unidentified assailant attacked the Watch newspaper office following corruption report. Okay, now all of the people in this will we get inside the program this morning. We did take a very short break again, and then we'll come inside with we guess them this morning.
A final plea to God. The Wraths of Governor Claxon's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants.
Okay, very sorry. I think I left one out. Let's just read them quickly. This one at the Night Watch newspaper, we say, Dog Nation, Mrs. President should apologize. And you as well get Odav Multi-Industry Sierra Leone Limited affirms high standards in steel manufacturing. And you as well get George Others Bigatel's house confiscated. 2 alleged 15.8 grams kush handlers on the run. And the APC and the need for constitutional and regulatory compliance before and during the 2026 National Delegate Convention. I take that again. The APC and the need for constitutional and regulatory compliance before and during the 2026 National Delegate Convention. And other story then for you inside this edition of the Night Watch newspaper. Okay, we'll take a break again. Very sorry for this one. Let's just take a break and count to guess them inside.
A final plea to God. The Wraths of Governor Claxon's Prayers by Alpha Amadou Diallo, author Monopoly of Happiness, Unveiling Sierra Leone's Social Imbalance. Voiceover by Weard. In the name of politics, power, and personal gain, the very soul of Sierra Leone has been ravaged. We have witnessed generation after generation of politicians, civil servants, and so-called leaders shamelessly tearing this nation apart, one deceitful decision at a time. From the moment of independence to the present, those in governance, past and present, have systematically undermined the potential of this country. Today, I invoke the prayer of Governor Claxon as a clarion call for divine justice upon those who have willfully contributed to the destruction of Sierra Leone. Governor Claxon's prayer. May those who pillage and plunder from the sweat of their brothers and sisters be cursed with the fruits of their own greed. May their wealth turn to ashes, their joy turn to mourning, and their peace be replaced with endless turmoil. Let their descendants inherit not riches, but the blood-stained misery they have sowed. And for every lie told, every opportunity squandered, and every trust betrayed, may their punishment be as endless as their deception. This prayer is a solemn and damning plea, one that seeks to lay bare the consequences of selfishness and betrayal. To the civil servants, political leaders, and accomplices who have undermined the development of Sierra Leone, heed these words, for the day of reckoning is upon you. There is no denying that many civil servants in Sierra Leone have operated under the weight of low wages. But let us not pretend that this justifies the greed, corruption, and sabotage that have marred the civil service. Too many have taken the state's resources for themselves, undermining national progress to secure a future only for their families. To you, Governor Claxon's prayer is not just a curse, it is your well-deserved punishment. How many times have we heard civil servants complain of low wages, only to see them manipulate the system for their own benefit? Instead of working to better the conditions of all Sierra Leoneans, they have chosen to engage in bribery, embezzlement, and deliberate inefficiency. To these men and women, I say, may you reap the rewards of your bad work. The nation suffers because of your selfish desires, and it is time for the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayer to rain down upon you and your descendants yet unborn. May your ill-gotten gains be the very trouble that will deny you peace, not only in this life, but in the hereafter. No president, past or present, can escape the judgment embedded in Governor Claxon's prayer. From Sir Milton Margai to the present administration under Julius Maada Bio, each leader has played a role in either actively contributing to the downfall of Sierra Leone or passively allowing corruption to thrive. You who have ripped the nation's coffers for personal gain, you who have hoarded wealth while your people starve, may your unlawful deeds haunt you. To President Julius Maada Bio, I place you and your family under the weight of this prayer. The corruption, deception, and unholy alliances formed under your leadership have wreaked havoc on the very people you swore to protect. Your administration has presided over an era of broken promises and unmet expectations. The suffering of the Sierra Leonean people is undeniable, and for that, may the wrath of Governor Claxon's prayer be upon you. May the spoils you have ripped from the state's coffers become the very curse that brings endless trouble into your life and legacy. O Lord, I call upon you to answer Governor Claxon's prayer. Bring down your wrath not only upon President Julius Maada Bio and his cronies, but also upon every political figure and civil servant who has contributed to the destruction of this country. May their corruption lead them to their own demise, and may every deceitful action taken in the name of personal gain be met with divine punishment. The Sierra Leone People's Party, SLPP, and the All People's Congress, APC, have both had their time at the helm of this nation's leadership. Both parties in their various administrations have failed to prioritize the welfare of the people, choosing instead to line their pockets and those of their allies.
All right, you still watch KOL RES right on we are na YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, we don't get one of the guests we don't join we any day na the WhatsApp line. We'd expect to get other one that we could join we inside the program just now. If the line allow them for do so. But the first one we don't get, he don't manage for actually do with we. Na Rashid Kamara, Book and Pen. Book and Pen, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, Sierra Leoneans, a very good morning. KOL RES staff, and to you, Sengbe Pierre, a very good morning.
How they go, they go. You get me?
Yes, I thank God, even though the line breaks small, but I thank God. We still manage. We still manage.
I like the word. We still the manage.
Because
We still the manage. What do you mean we still the manage? We still the manage.
Well, to be honest and to be candid with you, Sengbe Pierre, Sierra Leone is like a hell. If you see somebody survive under the leadership of President Bio, believe you me, God really gets a purpose for you, for let you for survive till the end of in time. But to be honest, Sierra Leone not funny. So now I just tell Sierra Leoneans and the listeners say, I still the manage life, because life not really easy inside our beloved nation, Mama Sano.
Okay, so if things not really easy, we dey see different things them where the government actually they try for make boast of. For example, then just the tell we say inflation because things the way they go up in the market serious one and then they make things not easy in the country. But the government say they don't actually get the inflation down to 13.8% from 50 something percent. So then a great improvement wey mean say things they don't come down more than 30%. Things they don't come down. In other words, things then for they really go now to normal before they go back to 2018 who say life been there if inflation don't actually come down to 13.8%. I don't know, but I saw the finance secretary say.
Well, of course, Pierre, say them from there for more than coming governance in 2018, all about their own message na propaganda. And me, I believe in one thing. You know the propaganda for gain governance, then when you don't take governance, you the propaganda again for all the people of this country. It's so frustrating, it's so disgraceful. How you go say the inflation don't go down, the way you look at the reality on the ground, it different from what in them they talk. My brother, let's just take you back from 2018 when people let them come, they talk about free quality education. When the people let them take governance, waiting we see in education, all about the promises, come nothing to reality. So at the end of the day, people in the stuff under this country, then people let them get the gold mine, they get the financial sector, they tell you about inflation, don't go down. Now, make what start initially, I tell you, say, we the manage this country. My brother, things are very difficult, things are tough. The basic commodities, where I believe that the people and the depend on, believe you me, the way he high in this nation, I don't get nothing for say about. But to be honest, them people there, they're deceitful. Them people there, they're wicked. Let God help we, let we able survive till 2028. But then God, they're wicked. And they say this with all my mind. SLPP starting from the top, take on to the list, all wicked, my brother. For let you look to the Leoneans them, that the eyes them, they say inflation don't come down. Able, go na market and some people in the suffer. Like just give one small thing, let you know. Now, even some of the local fishermen, they don't begin to stop the fishing again. Waiting at the team, they don't begin telling them, say, therefore changing the net. Can you imagine? Then people that don't suffer for good 1 month. They defend their survival, how for survive, because you block them also they survive. Now, they don't come again. They don't resume their responsibility again for going out for go get their survival. Now, they don't begin to stop the now, they're not for fishing. And now they don't begin to come with new regulation, not coming at the public, but just to give this as an insight. For say they don't begin to stop the local fish investing them. Now they try for tell them for change the net. But this man, in they go fishing by God in power. He get in rope, he get in net. If they go put the rope, then wait on, he go, he put the chain, then they can drum. Like how we can see tongue of war. Now they spot them. Now so then they draw. Hey, but you don't do it. I don't know if whether fish they inside, fish not they inside, you do you get small fish. Now then people they don't stop. Now they begin telling them now say they for changing the net.
Okay.
So can you imagine something? Then the finance minister they tell we say the inflation they don't. You mean me I not get nothing for say I just tell the people of this country. We all they suffer in this country presently because of ungratefulness. Because yesterday, when the APC began governance under former President Kuma, he do everything human possible for please the people of this country, but still yet to not appreciate at all.
Okay.
Now,
Continue for stay with you inside the program.
Upon all the promises them, we not see nothing come to reality.
All right.
So in a nutshell, the financial sector is deceitful and it deceive the people of this country. But
all right.
You know, this is not technology what we do there now. If you the talk, then what you know that they go on is different. The people then get for George.
Okay.
Now can make me wake interview me. I can talk one thing. I say I'm not sure the other election way don't pass 2018, 2023. But that 2028, my brother, when we go 2026, for go take we lead who they come. Automatically, they know say the APC ready for take governance at this country.
Continue for the with we inside the program.
And stop and for stop.
All right, continue for the with we. Now we don't actually they get from We man with inside the program this morning. We na book and pen. So we don't get another person on the line again. Now the WhatsApp line. The internet this morning not favorable at all. So they're not able to make them up now the Zoom. So we get Abdulrahman Case. Abdulrahman Case there with me. Good morning and welcome to the program, Abdulrahman. Oh.
Good morning.
How they go? They go.
Thank you, Isaac.
Tell you what, thank you, sir. You meet this talk now go on from the Heritage newspaper, not the Heritage newspaper, when the financial sector, they actually tell we about how the inflation don't go down to 13.8%, Africa 24. So quick one, let me just go back, let a watch or hear or listen or give people one simple definition. When they talk about inflation basically means say now the way how price them they go up or yes now they market, and then when it reduce again then they actually look at them say okay this price don't go up or it don't come down, but basically now the way how price they go up now they market, and then they consider for be inflation. That is that thing where me and you they get every day for doing with normal business, for doing with daily survival. I go to the market, I want buy rice, I want buy pepper, all of them basic things. Then they go up in the market now in a inflation. But now we all know say last year or so it been there to 54%. Now the government through the Ministry of Financial Sector don't confirm say they're not able for bring and can down to 13.8%. What means say it don't reduce back to outside them in midterm in 2018. So what means say in other words if it don't come down, if it reflects at the market, because the inflation now the rate at which things then they go up na the market. So for say things then don't really come down that much, we make people and not get right for cry again at the country. Abdulrahman.
Yes, I think and if I go back to me basic economic class one university.
Okay.
So I think there's pretty the type of talk so you get to comprise inflation.
Mm-hmm.
They look at goods and services, the inflation of goods and services in the country. And then you also get aspects of economic inflation where they look at generally the status of the economy and which are the buy, which are the import, which are the export, on our reserves, on our debt, and waiting on able for do for run the economy for a particular time. So then they also you can put them together and determine the level of inflation in the country. So but for price inflation to local commodity, you notice a Bakutin and the way don't change, so not change it, and so why they will not change it like they local produce, they will produce now, will get and write it like pepper, like palmine, and all that thing then but like the rest, remember I said them they say let's go 750 or 740. Some places and they sell them, some side they sell them so we get to one day. And like onions, when I abas, like tomatoes, in government try for stabilize the price in a way where they will control it, and the right word for controlling the price. So basically indicators the way they get from their side, especially on the control price, then go make them get that kind of statistics there. But the bad thing about what we get now, I don't know how they come back to them, where like by right now statistics are for tell you the actual status of inflation as and, because other countries they call the Bureau of Statistics, you get call them the Bureau of Statistics. Now then they tell you say inflation will there for the next 6 months, or the country America they will tell you say this country will begin to recession very soon morning. This is something they hard to forget because you get statistics with very active on economic and social issues. You know, only for sense. So this not the thing, but Sierra Leone most times Ministry of Finance will come up with figures, whether they get their own figures them, whether it will be difficult for ascertain. You say that these three things based on the import and export, based on the commodities price, things that way we don't bring down based on the engagement we don't get to business people. So that are the whole thing. And things that the minister is the policy maker and that thing say, but the reality price inflation still some goods and still not change. Provisions, you talk about provision, you talk about them basic commodities and still high. But maybe government get their own last year sticks when they use for judge, forget that we got it. Yeah. So we still wait for IMF their own. Way down in our independent people them, when in order to say Ionians them, then they make their own assessment to see how their own inflation. Because like we organization we deal with economic issues, we do with economic charts. So sometimes when the data can come, we can look for independent people, and we not look for government at all. Then they tell you, this is not the fact, this we don't verify them, we don't have time for this work, and at least at the time we will get.
All right, continue for the with me inside the program. So this now the voice of the average people that we actually feel so. You know, yes, now they got to the government, inflation they're able for stabilizer. In fact, the economy don't stabilize. In fact, they don't come down with the inflation from 54 side the trade and a long to 13.8%. Well, how reflective then they be? In other words, the people already gonna market, they reflect. That's not the biggest question. A lot of people not be able to answer right now. And let me touch on something. Since we talk about this, something happened in days there where it came to several salon people as a surprise, as a shocking something. What in this simply means? We hear say in the last 3 years from the Minister of Agriculture, I don't deal with this thing here so for like few days ago, and anybody will come, I want to ask them in view. Because sometimes, me not being fortunate for Yeri before this time, sometimes you been doing Yeri, we don't know. What this simply means, Agriculture Minister say, in the last 3 years, the People's Republic of China have been done the KOL RES to the tune of 21 ship of RES, where that one they go up to 467,880 bags, where they don't receive from China. For the people of Salon. Well, until this interview in 98.1, me not been doing bottom, but I don't know. Let's ask on a quick. Book and Pay, let's start with you. You been doing here, but this rest, and you know waiting government be don't say that they do with this rest before this time.
My brother, me, I know they go around for go and beat the bush. All waiting me, they tell you. I don't tell you before, and I don't tell the people of this country before. Then people here they're wicked to the highest degree. Now, from where this rest we say they don't come, as them may say. Let's not go again for say that rest day waiting and do time. Let me just take this particular holy month of Ramadan. When you go, now most of the communities then they tell you say. The All People's Congress political party, they can shameless, people and they can survive. Even the one the way they call themselves the SLPP supporters them. Then they surprise when they see APC members and they go to rest to their family them. When they make that say they beat now at the SLPP, everyone out in a power. Then people they only month of Ramadan and not giving rest. Now the APC people in the couch rest on the host there. So it's all disgraceful. This is not for 10 people of this country say. But if it's a Jankaba, we don't do them. 2 ship rest camp, a lot. Now they want rest they camp. On a see out on a yard. Thank me, I not get much to say. All later they tell you, I don't see that rest. Even the supporter of the SFP will not see the rest. Presently, what they tell you, so then now they come meet with the APC them for let them survive.
Okay. So quick one and book and pen. During Tijan Kaba in term, the 2 ship rest, we be understand say Anes Baikroma has been the leader of the APC by then at parliament, now been in charge, now be the chairman, and he be not aware of that particular rest day. We read down during the election. And so for say this term, when this 21 ship of rest don't come, the APC member of parliament then says be aware?
Well, of course, we are not going to hold that day. Always to me, they tell you that the reality that the goal.
No, because government na join on business. If during Anes Baikuma in term, then say it be no. During Pakaba in term, then say Anes Baikuma be no. When mean say then self been getting responsibility for tell Salon people. So now, if these 21 ship don't come, for say the APC member of parliament then self no, they not make we know.
Sir, me not to the national publicity sector of the APC.
We go find out.
Just come here and Me say, me no want to see that rest day. The other people that they tell we say, rest camp. They remember they on and they tell we say, what is the talk so now? Then confirm and we say, brother, all the rest will come, we not get nothing. Who know they can utilize on our host them. We don't know say the SL people then wicked to the highest degree.
Okay. All right.
So me know they go to that particular aspect the way they try to get me.
Okay.
But then now the public sector of the APC go tell you that.
I
But me
thank
not
you.
you, the brother. I don't want to see it.
Thank you, and continue for David inside the program.
Time.
I like answer you, case Abdurrahman. You read this word where the agriculture minister stuck.
Yeah, I see the snippet, the short video where while they are the watch now, 19.1 then page. I see where somebody put something, say the minister say, but we don't see the written at the end of the discussion. Now that side, more I see them cut.
Okay, so yes, 9 and cut because now the only side I didn't want to talk about the rest. It just talk about short one, not to for say explain beaucoup. It just say then they use that rest day. They use them for school feeding. They use them for give people away they work in a farm. So the people of Salom, they receive yes 21 sheep of rice, where they to the tune of 1,000 something a metric ton. So now that's basically a bit try for say.
Yeah, that is it. So the aspect of rest, not to this cost, I mean, from China, government after government, they give Chinese government they give less. So my point is now the minister don't talk about it. And I think we, the civil society, the media, now find out for who are the beneficiaries them. If actually that the right people that benefit, actually the rest reach to the people that are supposed to reach. Because at the end of the day, if we just capture some of the statements of the minister and a politicians then say something. But in reality, the people that are supposed to benefit from the rest, do they benefit? And if they benefit, then I kudos and plus. If they not benefit, they ensure say the rest pass through and how they shape them. So that is something we therefore look at.
I'll kindly ask you this question, please. The issue of school feeding. How many school where you will say this school, SLMB for example, entirely, totally depend on the government for school feeding program? You get any one school where totally depend on government for school feeding?
Me I like for the honest, for the truth. To go last mile distribution. Very close to my office, there is a school dairy. Like you can't supply the rest. Every time I keep truckload, then they offload the rest. And the school now a very popular school now, the rural setting. Anybody within a rural setting, and you gonna say the school name REP school, REC primary school. They then a consultant around that end, then they can't supply the give the rest. Every time I can see truck full of load, they can't supply it. I don't know if now that rest do.
So the question is, now government is supply give them or now aid organization?
Well, we can say truck where they can get people from where they monitor, they can take notes and then get stickers them at the truck. Where you get government of Sierra Leone and then WFP. We don't know if now government.
So there you go. Hold on. Okay, this is not the question where they ask. Now you don't see sticker of WFP, World Food Program, and government of Salome. So the question where I ask you, it can be say yes, that one in a collaboration between WFP and the government. So the question is, and if WFP and government they do that one day, I will tell you for rightly say, if not WFP and government, then I will tell you say no to government they provide that rest day.
Well, sometimes you say government they do collaboration with partners them. I like for be fair in conversation.
Yes.
I'm not the talk for government.
Yes, you right.
Me na activists and people of
you
the talk for. Sometimes government they collaborate with partners them. That and two. But my point where I try for make the minister say then give it rest. Let me say we need to go back deep and see who they receive the rest. Which outside they can go and who are the beneficiaries them. So if we don't get that kind of facts right, and then we can challenge the rest issue. But now, I mean, politicians them can want for use them in their own way. We need to talk for the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. If the minister
you know why I ask you this question, Case? Because for example, Koinadugu, you get CRS when then they 100% give rest, do the school feeding program. But when the government they put them as part of the achievement and they say, we did do school feeding, na Koinadugu, then they partner with CRS. Then they okay, because any government, you get partners them where they can for complement the effort of the government. But the question now, we will try for make it look fine. But it good that you tell say you still go find out. If, for example, government they take credit for Koinadugu, CRS and school feeding program, waiting we know more about this. So Una, as the civil rights activists, them need for find out more outside this AS go. Because for the first time, and I'm pretty sure na 98.4 you say here, you never get any idea. Not even one. For the mere fact government not call people and for inform people them. What in that they mean for transparency and accountability? Because now your area down there.
So the Ministry of Agriculture, the other thing back where we need for know. Probably Centena civil rights. Probably not to. So I make I say, well, we get the fact right, and as a media person, you need for ensure say you step know that you need for ensure say you try to get from the day where the minister don't talk that thing, they try to do a background information about that rest day and get the fact right, and then before you say something about that. Probably the rest will come, rest will count civil. Probably not all the rest from that civil. So you get for understanding thing carefully. And then government also, they not be probably then get people, you know, the space so wide, so then get people will then call for who show the rest. And me, honestly, now the first time down there at the area, now why I started listening na 98.1, that's the first time. And we come up from the highest office of the ministry. Now from the ministry. So me now the first time down there. So from that day to now, and I'm still the look go to, and I don't like I say West everywhere, I know about 4 schools, I know see them give. Let's go and people ask them people and find out and get relief now from that RSD. Of course, Koinadugu, we know say CRS they do some school feeding. Then school feeding they go across the country because also they do some research on education. The data when they say school feeding they go across the country. We don't know if that RSD then they use until we get confirmation. Say, yes, that RSD link to them. Anytime you get me back my program, I will tell you something about RSD.
All right, so just one small confirmation. This person they ask say if the schooler just see if yes, it say now Roman Catholic mission, right? The one where you talk about.
No, REC.
Okay.
Rural Education Committee. REC.
We mean say they are directly under the Rural Council.
Yes.
Okay, we will find out as well together.
I see a whole truck the camp of flowers at the school every quarter they see.
Thank you very much. Let me go still with it inside this particular revenue and the way how things they go on at the country. The Premier News newspaper, now this then puts to wheel, then say government achieves revenue milestone. In other words, government in 2024 able for meet the target for revenue mobilization or generation. But in 2025 early, then they get small setback, fallback, where make them be raise serious concern. So, also we day. Government, they tell we say they need for do more for step up their game, and then they tell we say they meet. Also we day. 2024, they meet, and but yet still, we get serious challenge in terms of how the economy they flow. Although they say they don't stabilize the economy. What do you take on this? Government don't able for achieve a revenue milestone.
So like me comments what we make earlier, it gets time people that with the work around government, you get people who are professional, you get people who are politicians.
Okay.
You know, when politicians they talk, especially people who are political leaders, when they talk in the aspect of their political mind. When a professional they talk, they talk with data. Or should say this thing they happen or it not happen. And NRA often they can announce the revenue targets, say we don't hit because NRA is one of the main source of government revenue. The government, except aside of NRA pass, don't know bilateral support. They support the government basket. So and NRA they will tell you say we don't get this target, we don't get this target. We try for resource mobilize based on government priorities. and based on the way government spend money. So, and if you look at it every day, probably government will improve. They want to expand on their priorities. They need more money. And then, say if you not get more boku, they spend plenty. I'm always get boku, they spend plenty. And sometimes if you can get boku back, if you want for spend plenty. So it depends on the priority you want for spend on. So that's the other thing. So in terms of revenue generation, and probably government, we cannot anticipate them say we will get these resources from this area, from this area, from this area, from this area. If then resources and they all come together, we supersede the targets. Sometimes it's an estimation, sometimes it's not being actual, sometimes not actual back, because it depends on the professional, the person with the talk. If the person allow, but if it comes from a politician, what you want for known and for voter in supporters, energize in this, making this always continue for say and say it do well. The politician always energize in this, but the professional we know the issue. This one, we're not sure so we'll hit the target. Right? The politician will come back and say, no, this one not happen. Some of these things, some of them are political statements. Some of them they are not actual. The reality out there will show based on the results they get from the data that will come in.
Okay, so let me come over to you, Book and Pen. What do you think about revenue mobilization in the area of government? They don't meet some targets versus where the struggle forget what we want.
So I don't take this and I will continue to say them again. When somebody they try for talk, they try for at least satisfying self. But when you come at the ground and see the reality, it's different from what then they say. Me no more, I just want to ask question to the civil servant then. When I don't get on a salary, when I don't get on a salaries, because you didn't see certain civil servants they don't owe them more than 2 to 3 months. They know they get a salary. So if the government say they don't increase their revenue mobilization, I believe that they don't try for the state to let civil servants there. They're not for the allow what they don't, what they punch up for pay them. So this always to me they say, then people there they just they try for buy time. People in the suffer at this nation, but then still they come like radio, they talk all kind, stop them for just energize and please themselves. Only that please His Excellency the President. Because all the thing why I in my office, now they can message there for say they don't increase mobilization. But why the single someone they suffer for getting salary? Now some people like them may come in 2018. When they begin to raise the revenue, they begin to say, look at the money that they pick, look at the money that they gather inside 3 months. In money self, not all APC, they get the money at the end of the year, this and they do. But inside 4-5 months, they getting at this money they collect. So me, I'm not let for go beat behind the bush. If them people are they really mean what they talk, say they don't increase the revenue mobilization, let we see the reality in the ground. Let us subsidize for rest. Let us subsidize for fuel. People in the suffer. Let them go to the market. Let us go see how people in the suffer for get their daily meal. I make my look for the talk, but who we ask me question. Just they hit the nail on the head. Then people are the wicked. What they talk, nothing at the reality in the ground. Let we let this just like come brother they say. Some of them are political statement they talk for just appease themselves and they pay master. But when you cannot go on, it's different from waiting when they talk. Most of them are just a rhetoric statement that they talk. They left the reality in the ground. And this is wrong. The people of this country deserve better. They don't suffer from 2018 up to date, they suffer. Still there to not get nothing when the people are put at the table, go say, yes, this is a good thing today. Every day, na subhanallah, will not ever hear people and they say, alhamdulillah today. So let the people let them stop for the deceive or lie to the people of this country. But just like us, I say, Pierre, the people of this country, more especially the we believe for the governance through the ballot box. With the patients, let them continue for the line no more, no more. Let them continue for the lives of the people of this country. Trust me, 2028 in order for we go liberate this nation. The people of this country go celebrate victory for the APC. That's all I got to say, Pierre. That's all. But all that statement
so
about
how sure say una will able for liberate the people and because they cry under on a regime before una come out.
I know you, sir. Get
How
again.
sure una go able for liberate the people then? Because then we cry as well under una regime before una come out.
Yes, and who's crying gonna go cry under the regime?
Yeah, we do. We
When the
cry.
former
We cry.
president-
Hardship and other things them been there.
Yes, and no, we say the reality.
Waiting at the reality.
Who's crying? People them they cry.
But corruption in Boku under una term. Corruption in Boku, my brother. Hardship in there. In as much as waiting, but hardship in there as well, bro. We cry no? We not cry? You not been cry?
Hey, but you know they compare them cry them day. Now when they say you want to pull somebody just because of
So it just be say waiting people be the expect not to so it happen. Say it don't worse. But una own themselves been get a lot of things them when I been fall back.
You don't see the government subsidize for rest.
Things been triangle under una term. That's a reality.
The people of this country. When because of the ungratefulness, what they do to the
No, not ungratefulness. This is not the problem with una. You know they call land ungratefulness. We not they put people in our government for do favor for we. No way, no they will put them for do favor. We they put them for let them they actually do waiting and sign up to. And nearly all of waiting until we say they will do. Now few. Yeah, so difficult moments been there under the APC. That's a reality. Nobody not going for walk away from that. Just that waiting the happen now worse than waiting be the happen then 10 and the but that no mean say una waiting no. In fact, this government they make we feel say the last government have been in jail, but then be worse as well.
No, I disagree.
Okay, now all you there, you're not a politician. Hold on. Case Abdulrahman, please come inside on this. What do you think?
For the issue around the last government.
Yes. Things they not be hard.
Of course, people they suffer. Yeah, people they suffer. Of course, people they suffer. You know, the last government, people they suffer. People they suffer a lot. But the only thing, you know, I think politicians them always want to talk the message of the people are ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, people they suffer the last government as well. That make them vote them out. APC out. So people yeah.
But just that now it look worse past Ibn Talek.
And you know, sometimes change to go with something that we call limited expectation. Where expectation be so high.
Yes.
And
not to just where expectation be high, Abdulrahman. This government promise we and they make your expectation high. And they're not able to match up to that. And now it look worse past how we been there.
So now that make we for prepare ourselves now for the next phase of governance. So before can't tell we again say it bid London, then we for make alone.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to prepare at cities them, check politicians them.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, politician now what you want for make you united telling.
Mm-hmm.
Say I go do this one for you. And take advantage of the level of understanding of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the reality is, we always believe politicians can talk.
Mm-hmm.
Even the APC, when they talk fine, so now. For more than all they talk, they're not ever saying they want for candle. Give them power now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not saying they want for candle. They always wait on their manifesto. And the manifesto, not all the things they do.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, begin to tell we now, wait now the alternative to some of the things that we're insisting are bad things.
Mm-hmm.
So that the country will seem to be so okay. So okay, they were the studies they want to do. They will see them as maybe if they come, then go better. But to not tell we it too. And things that they tell we already talk already, they tell we they do bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said. They tell we that the APC they do bad. Now they are into it and they try for the struggle a bit for fit now. So in case you give them power, 2028. So we don't get the same story back home we get now.
There you go.
Say we meet the country bad.
There you
we
go.
meet the country by this, we meet the country by that.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, so politicians always want to give information to the message where they want to really fit their supporters there.
Okay. So I'll come back to you and book and pen. What's in the alternative where una go get forget to salon people and we go look better past what you get so now?
Same way, Pierre, to be honest, if I'm not saying you psychology, you don't know say I dey laugh.
No, I'm not saying you lie, please, I not say so.
You know, this not just a sad reality. The APC, whenever we then governance, you dey see reality. And besides, you see something what they call field development. When the APC then governance, field development. Within yourself, you don't say yes, development they on. But let me just take few examples from the APC. Even though yes, my brother, they say yes, people are so far. Now make them vote the APC out. And they tell me brother now authoritatively say the APC will not lost in 2018. Oh no, now regime change. Because the APC people believe in the leadership of former President Kuma. Former President Kuma, he do extremely excellent work. When they make people say, will they pay you back in 2018? But we see how the voting go. They say regime change. What do we say when they say regime change? Because when you talk about authority, you get the first world. Now they can decide otherwise. But when we bother, they say, now make them vote the APC out because people in suffer. No, I disagree. Now regime change 2018. So all what they tell you somewhere here, the APC know the problem of this country. Now when we come into governance, you know they say nothing like when they say that they go revenge, if they see the APC they intimidate, if they see the APC they deprive people. No, take small example from former President Koma. You don't ever hear President Koma going to intimidate any opposition leader. You don't ever hear President Koma don't do anything against citizens of the country. Ebola begin to say the reality, my brother. I'm not saying that to the society, but now they say the reality. This government don't do the worst to the people of this country. Today, now we the perition of the country. Of course, when my brother they talk, I know anyway, I know. Go too deep in what he say, but I understand the angle where they come out. But to be honest and to be sincere, the SFP government, as per history, they not like this nation. Always when they come, now wickedness, then they put before them, they forget at least to deal with the issues them, wait for make the lives of Sierra Leoneans them better. So in a nutshell, Sangapia, I just believe so when the APC come, in as much as things are very difficult, but believe you me, within 1 year a day, the people of this country they see different.
Okay.
When President Koma be where they take this country, where the whole world be say Salone are the darkest city in the world, where they give 90 days. Believe me, some of the civil society themselves they talk about now just a day during President Koma they talk.
Okay.
How we can enter 90 days, you can't light the whole city with dark, where even the whole world they say Salone are the darkest city in the world. But when it come, it fulfill a promise inside 90 days, my brother. They said they know say yes, the APC will get administrative people and we know how for govern a nation. So if I tell you in a nutshell, the APC we get people and we get material. We know the problem of this country. Now before we come, we see all over the country people and they jubilate. People and they jubilate because they believe in the APC. Now we no more able to make this country. Go check all the parastatals in this country. He go know say na APC build them.
Okay.
But me know they go into history. I just want to give me brother small thing up to say the APC is far more better 100 miles away from the FLPP.
Thank you.
Go and check the history. The
Thank
history
you.
will tell you.
Thank you, my brother. Let's come back to you, Abdurrahman. This one, you know, I want for we get something very, very clear. We know say things be rough under the last government. That is why they declare austerity. But please, let me put this on the scale. Waiting the happen so now, a not more than austerity or a less than austerity? Abdurrahman, you did it?
Hello?
Abdurrahman?
Hello?
Yes, you get me?
Yeah, you get me?
Yes, I get you. You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
Yes, the question is,
Yeah.
the last government thinks them been to go on at some point where not been too cool, and then declare austerity for able for save the economy. But you think say this particular government, they're not on reach to that stage yet, or they're not on past that stage yet for declare austerity?
Yeah. Yes. What's our for say, Seth? Pierre, the word austerity, now government they try for reduce their own internal spending, like with military travel, and now like expenditure rationalization. So okay, I no want for them to keep me cabinet member then waka too much, then do this, and spend this, and of course I not get enough money. or on some social project. So you can either do them or you don't do them. Some government in Africa they do them. Some they say no, it's not necessary. Based on data they get. Based on the data they get.
Okay, I think you get call. You see that you abort the call or waiting because not hear you.
Hello? You get me now?
Yes, go ahead.
You get me?
Yes, go ahead.
And based on the data you get from revenue authority and data you get from the other stakeholders, them, they make for no say whether you don't do for me declare austerity or not. So actually, they go to that level because we get some ECD programs when that external credit facility. IMF them been decided for suspend that, and one of the people that really support with budgetary support. They support government budget so much, so they been pull on force. So and the resources will be there,
Okay, we're not hear you at all. This call they look more than you are serious one.
Get the ECD program. So, you get me?
Yeah, we get you. Go ahead.
Yeah, say this government now, they're not going to forget ECD. They get ECD continue. And they get a lot of
All right, you still watch Colgate Rights on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Abdurrahman case they get challenged with a line day. See that by call or the network don't actually they book up one other way. So the line kind of challenging. Yeah, whether extended credit facility or not, I think what they seen at the ground that we don't get a lot of debt right now. You know, even we own, we budget, we 2025 budget. If we not get funding from donor, there we're not able to move with budget because we alone not able for fund. Always think we get okay. What do we get now? We able for pay. I call them. We pay salary and then the rest maybe pay debt and nothing not left again. So. But yet still we get people where they travel go no more, we not see except sometimes Abdulmai did it. All right, Abdulmai in line get challenges. So I think say a lot of problem there with the economy, but until you get somebody where real economists like when they sit down talk to me, then go tell you like for example the other day Edmond Abu say. The country right now is worse than the kind of economic research we'll get right now. Worst even now the worst this even when we get junta regime. Well, that's not according to Ram. Now waiting in think. This type of program when I call right on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Book and pen you did it?
Yes, I did.
I'll just give you 1 minute for wrap up quickly.
Well, of course, I just want to talk to the people of this country. Both home and diaspora. Now let me continue for exercise patience. Now let me continue for believe in the EPC. And let me just believe for say by the grace of the Almighty Allah, the EPC they liberate this nation from 2028. We not believe for take power to any other means rather than the ballot box. Now whatever we face as Sierra Leoneans, in as much as it's difficult. Now let me continue for be. I can always tell Sierra Leonean and this. Say me book and pen. I'm not saying that the country get for day until the end of mother building time. I don't ever know say anything get for commodity good because they tell people them yesterday. Somebody don't sit down for good 22 years, you jobless, you can't get power. Now the day you go sweller, you jump the hour. But me no say this thing they get for continue, the sufferness get for continue. So Sierra Leoneans, on allow continue for patient to this sufferness till 2028.
All right, thank you.
But one
very
assurance
much.
that they do now. The APC they form the next government come 2028.
Thank you very
Once
much.
again, I want to thank you for Pierre. I want to thank the staff of Aviad for now give me this platform.
Thank you.
I
God
appreciate
bless
you
you.
so much and let God continue for giving the wisdom, the knowledge, and the strength
Amen.
for continue this particular program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just notice say we be get political Neneko. We are just notice political Neneko. Sorry, how long you don't do with we?
Well, I just joined 14 minutes ago. We are doing the conversation. And anyway, I go say sorry because of the network is going to challenge every day. but I can't able to listen to some analysis from my brothers. They don't do book and pen, and that's what Abdurrahman.
Okay, so for the sake of, for let we just wrap up, please, you don't hear the different arguments and just summarize them for we, and let we wrap up quickly, and then we'll try to get you another time.
All right, sir. In a brief summary, this now a lesson to we as a Sierra Leonean, because whenever it gets somebody really in the hand of power, they try for doing the best. It get for see first. The world they try for coming for see how him be as an angel, where they try for give sugar goated vibes for say this don't do that one day. Comparing to the past government and to the present one, you talk about austerity measures where Abraham they try for escape from. They try for say the past government outcome because of try for cut down traveling of ministers or whatsoever. That one day, as he asked the question, this government you don't overdue for using the austerity measures because even all the travel where they travel, they count nothing, no benefit from Sierra Leoneans them. Not only they see before, not only they see behind. But looking comparing to the past government, here you see people them. Even though my mama was in a village, they not collect it. If I send for 5,000 euros, they go to use them for buy something for the day to benefit them. But compared to now, really easy for we. For this country, this is not a lesson for we. We for stand up. We for come as one. We for forget about everything. The past president, former President Kuruma, it because of the attitude and behavioral change. If you will not use that thing and day for trying this country build, I'm afraid. So me, I appeal to we all as Sierra Leoneans them. Let me try. Let me stand up against bad politicians them. For let this country move forward. You see, we never in African countries them. What happened like today? Now Sierra Leone day. Now hell day. Now hell they go so. Today electricity. We don't forget about that. We don't forget about electricity. We done the way forward for try for complete the infrastructure development of this country. But now we go Saudi. Alex will not be starting nothing. So if you ask me for give a summary because of the time, I pray that the next meeting will be available by the grace of the Almighty. So let's again for 6 and thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. All right, so now so we end the program today. One for appreciate to all, tell you plenty thank you for not taking time for joining inside the program this morning. Thanks to you, we like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks to you, we not like, share, comment, and subscribe, but you come and watch the program. We appreciate to all. Please do not forget for like and share if you don't do so yet, and if you even don't do so, still continue for share the program. Thanks to the producer we make we get this show this morning. My name is the Freedom Fighter. God bless you, country Sierra Leone. We call we are. Until then. Love and all so much.
Parliament support my appeal for betrayed democracy and endorse accountability coup. Them you big IAT for the Auditor General, we are very disappointed with this kind parliamentary politician. We don't go sit down, we go talk, we go stand. Now so we hope don't turn a dust. The people cry but them no care for us. The flag green, white and blue don't fade. Accountability, them use and play trade. Politicians, them they chop the cake. The people hunger, the whole land shake. Them betray the trust we give them, but we voice so loud, we no go silence. Parliament support man appeal for betrayed democracy and endorse accountability coup. Them you big IAT for the Auditor General, we are very disappointed with this kind parliamentary politician. We no go sit down, we go talk, we go stand. From bull them wake up on your eye. The system rocks and them don't sell with pride. Them promise change but a lie them tell. The people suffer them just ring the bell. Auditor General now we watchdog, but them push them down on my vex joke. We say enough, we no go play blind. Justice now we right, we go take a mean time. Salon wake up, this now we fight. For democracy we go shine the light. The future bright but we must resist. This parliament no fit betray wages. Parliament support man appeal for betrayed democracy and endorse accountability coup. Them you big IAT for the Auditor General, we are very disappointed with this kind parliamentary politician. We no go sit down, we go talk, we go stand. Democracy now we own, we don't go let go. Salon stand tall, make we voice echo. The people power strong, no more abuse. Together we go win, now we choice to choose. Yo, Fambula wake up with you eye. The system rots and they don't sell with pride. Them promise change, but not lie then tell. The people suffer, them just ring the bell. I will be thought general, now we watchdog. But them push them down, all my defense job. We say enough, we no go play blind. Justice now we right, we go take our big time. Salon wake up, this now we fight. For democracy, we go shine the light. The future bright, but we must resist. This parliament no fit betray witches. Parliament support man that bill for betray democracy and endorse accountability coup. Them you big IET for the auditor general, we are very disappointed oh. With this kind parliamentary politician, we no go sit down, we go talk, we go stand. Yo, 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 yo. Democracy now we we no go let go. Salo stand tall, make we voice echo. If people power strong, no more abuse. Together we go win, now we choice to choose.